The time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the time. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
Yes, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Chris Wazira Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Welcome to another episode of Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. And if we're not correct, please feel free to correct us. Yes, family. It says that sort of night. I ain't gonna even say a word. What do women have to offer men in 2024? I know that's gonna be a lot of issues. So before we get any further, let me put the number on the screen. Feel free to call in, share your thoughts. In fact, let me go one step further. Let me copy the link to the studio for those who got the courage, called the link in for everybody. The link for those who got the courage to come on in the studio backstage and come on live, preferably show your face, but if you don't want to show your face, it's quite all right also. It is not a problem. You can call in direct, and I'm going to put that link up right now first off the top. Because tonight is the call-in program. It's not about me tonight. It's about you all. The question is posed. What do women have to offer men in 2024? Now, this is part 2 from Monday's program, which we talk about the land. And the reason why I said it is because I heard one of the elders say that every man should have at least 2 women in his life. At least 2. The first woman is land. The land. Once a man has land, he has the ability to feed his family. That's the first woman he should have in his life. The second woman should be a wife. Well, I say wife in the context of that individual that helps him and guides him and leads him, once he's the kind of man that recognizes the wisdom of his woman, of his earth. So the question in 2024, because time has passed, a lot has changed, all kind of stuff going on. You got people claiming to be who they're not. You got people saying psychologically they might be ill. I don't know what's going on, but, this is serious. What do women have to offer men in 2024? We're going to get to it. Noel, I see you, family. I see you. Andrea, I see you too. Angela, I see you. Miss Cox, welcome, welcome, welcome. He said, from McCall, Massachusetts, let's get the program going to warm up my thoughts. Okay, well, we're going to warm up your thoughts just now, man. I see you, family. I see you too. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Politically Incorrect is in the building. Tell a friend, family. The number is on the screen. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because like I said, we could sit and discuss all of what the government is doing, all the different picnics they're having, which we don't do picnics because we understand the picking of a nigga. And we ain't picnicking nothing. But they're going to catch on and catch up. Maybe not. Who knows? Doesn't matter. In fact, they probably will, because how the church changed it from Easter to Resurrection Sunday, they're going to learn to. You got to teach them, man. But nevertheless, my thing is, as a people, we keep seeing the same thing. Almost every other culture come and they get ahead and they get ahead and they get ahead. And it don't be a problem. They be getting ahead very successfully. The problem is, as a people, we don't seem to be quite doing the same thing. It doesn't seem to be working in the same way. So what is the problem? Well, the problem, as far as my perspective, and I say my perspective because I don't want people to think I have all the answers or I think I have all the answers. The way I see it is that the family, that family structure, which is the first thing they try to break apart, is what's still compromised, the family structure. So the homes are manless and the men are homeless, like I was saying earlier. And the men don't have no land. In most cases, the families don't have no land. And if they do have land, it's a concrete house surrounded by a concrete pathway and there's no way to grow nothing. Can't feed nobody. I mean, if you're growing food in the barrels in the back, perhaps you get a little something, but let's be realistic. Family needs land. That's what's passed on from generation to generation. And once you got land, you can think about and talk about building wealth as a family. And as a family, come together. Shout out to Fade, by the way, and that beautiful 35 acres. Oh man, I am on a high. So here we're going on, family. We got to get this thing together. We definitely got to get it together and make some things happen. So The question is, what do women have to offer men in 2024? Now, somebody asked me, what men got to offer? Okay, slow down. We're going to get to that. Of course, we're going to get to that. But the reason why you bring the women forward is because I can't say this enough. And I don't know if everybody feel the same way. We as a people need our women now more than ever, ever, ever before. I can't even put in enough words. We need our women right now more than we have ever needed them before. If there was ever a time, it is now. If it was ever a time before, it is definitely now. This reminds me of the Battle of Adwa. Battle of Adwa, man. Because we men, we was fighting. We've been fighting. We gonna always protect. But it came to a point where we needed our sisters, our wives, our daughters. We need our family right next to us to remind us that, you know what, we had to do this together or we're going to lose separately. And that's what they have us doing, losing separately, not recognizing that we got to do this together. So we can have an uncomfortable conversation tonight because it doesn't matter what political movement you want to support or don't support. If we don't support the family as the first head of the house, the family structure, the first institution that we got to look to, have our children look to and learn from. We spending taught in mud, according to Aunt Rose. We spending taught in mud. So I asked a few men the other day, asked a few women the other day, what they thought about that question. And man, oh man, it opened up such a can of worms. I said, well, damn, I got to take this on another level. So I'm going to open up the floor. The mic is open. The phone is open. The link to the studio is right there. It works better on Chrome. If you want to come into the studio, I posted the link earlier. It is there both on Facebook and is also on YouTube. By the way, shout out to the YouTube family. We started this on Facebook, but YouTube, yesterday somebody sent me a link to some channel, some other channel, and they're taking politically incorrect from this live and rebroadcasting it through their own channel. It was crazy. All I can say is thanks. I guess I don't even know who it is. We haven't had a conversation, but they're rebroadcasting politically incorrect through their platform on YouTube. It's crazy, man. But hey, man, power to the people, huh? But if you want to come in the studio and have this conversation, feel free to do so. Feel free to do so, man. Nevertheless, family. Now I know how some folks feel coming in the studio because I know that if Empress on live, I know Empress going to come in for sure because I don't know who got the courage and who ain't got the courage. And I told someone, when you think about this question, don't tell me no love. Women got love to offer men. Don't word it like that. Tell me love in what way? Because love is like it's a blanket word. They put it, it goes on everything. But or you could put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. It's not the best thing. Love is like a Band-Aid. You can put it on everything. But you might need to be more detailed in what exactly is needed for the particular injury more than a Band-Aid. A burn, you might put a Band-Aid on a burn. It may not be the best thing to put on the burn. But yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So that was my question tonight. And the reason I asked that question, let me see if I can find it, because the question is also, are women in crisis? Are women in crisis? We live in a society now that, promoting this, I don't even want to say a feminist agenda or sexist, to use the term loosely. If I have the clip, I'm going to play it. I'm going to see if I can play it because there's a clip, where women are talking about, this is not back in the days where women nowadays, they don't want men to have chivalry. They don't want men to be polite. They don't want men to, do things like open doors and this kind of thing. It's like, we could do that ourselves. We don't need a man except for one thing and one thing only. Is this a true thing? Is this a fact? Is this what women think? Is this the prevailing thought in our society? I mean, you watch the music videos, and that's what one of the biggest influences on our young people is the music, is the videos. So one of the things we got to ask is what are these videos promoting? What are they teaching our young girls, our young daughters, our young ladies? In some cases, even the grown women. And certain movies, you look at certain movies, especially you go to it on Netflix, you see. I mean, I have never, in fact, I think maybe once in all the things I've seen, you don't find healthy relationships between African couples or what they call black couples being displayed on TV. You see the woman with a white man, you see the woman with an Indian man, you might even see it with an Asian. You don't see her with a black man. And if she is with a black man, she have problems with the black man. He's either probably running the streets and that street life, or he's in corporate doing other stuff. You know, they never show a healthy relationship between the two. And even in the for children's films, they always show this young sister trying to find love, and she had some boyfriend, the boyfriend, the young black man, and he was problems, and she had to be saved by the white, blue collar, white collar, whatever collar kind of guy, and it's like he knows how to treat me right. Family, come talk to me. Let me see the comments, man. Let me see what's going on here. The number is on the screen. Feel free to call 246-838-8253. And the link, like I said, is on the screen as well. Greetings to the rest of the family. I see you. Mr. Clark, I see you. I see you. Noel, I see you. Noel said some women need to tone it down to be better respected by a real man. Tone it down. You think that's an issue, Noel? You think that some women, the way they speak to men, could be part of the problem or is a problem? What do y'all think about that? Noel said, I will join in later. I want to see where the topic is going to lead us. Okay, good. Because like I said, it's about family. That's where this is going. It's about family. And if it's about family, as men, how do we, because they always say men don't communicate, men don't talk. I am saying tonight, men have an opportunity to speak up and say what they got to say, because if we're talking about healing the family, one of the things we got to be clear on is the relationship between male and female, the mother, the father, the husband, the wife, the king, the queen. Because if we can't get that right, then, what are we teaching the children? What are we teaching the children? Greetings, Mr. Clark. I see you. Divine greetings to everyone, too. Good night, Andrea. I see you. Abraham, the father of many nations, understood the value of land. He also had 3 wives. Yeah, well. Don't get look. I'm already Angela. I'm already kind of on walking on thin ice here by asking women what they have to offer men in 2024. We can't even bring in no conversation about multiple wives. You look at it, get me stoned tomorrow. They'd be like, "You talking about multiple wives? But we can have that conversation too. But let's get this. Let's understand right now where all women are at, where our sisters are at. Where our significant others are at. Because Noel brought up a question. He made a very valid point about women needed to tone it down. And I met some sisters here recently from overseas, America, and they were saying that they find that the Barbadian women seem very aggressive in terms of how they speak, how they communicate. They said even how they communicated with them, they found that just answering simple questions, if they ask it in such a way, is like the response was always seemingly kind of a harsh response. Well, it wasn't directly, but indirectly kind of harsh response, like if they were angry at something. And I thought that was an interesting observation, because they coming from North America, where it's women again. There's a difference in culture. There's a big difference in culture, and it's interesting how we see it as well. Yes, royal greetings to you, family. Greetings and salutation. We see you. As did Isaac. Okay, as did Isaac and Jacob. Israel, interested. Greetings to you too, Maria. Maria, we had a beautiful day. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. You are amazing. And I saw that little move right there too. We gonna discuss that though. We gonna discuss that. Yeah, we gonna put you on point for sure. Greetings, family. NYC in the building. Times have changed. Back in the days, there were shows that promoted healthy Black relationships, e.g., the Cosby Show, the Jeffersons. Yeah, well, yes, we could say that. But right now, the fact is, the tone is not just towards the men, but the general audience. Now, that's exactly what the sister said. You talk about having relationships and movies that depicted us in a good light. Well, they gone. They've been gone. You look at most movies, like that movie called Empire, which was about family. It showed the empire. I mean, I have never seen a single episode of Empire. I have never been drawn to it. I saw like one or two clips, and I was like, nah. They got too much subliminal, narcissistic, ritualistic, sadistic, evilistic, if I could throw that word in there, connotations that push us further over the edge, man. I don't feel it like that. I don't feel it like that. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, subliminal programming has wrapped the male-female connect, has warped the male/female connection. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But guess what, family? We can identify these things, but then how do we then bring them back together? How do we address it? The question is, what do a woman have to offer a man in 2024? Can a woman please call in and answer that question? Y'all always quick to got something to say. Y'all very quiet tonight. Yeah, I'm calling y'all up. I'm calling you up. The number's on the screen. The link right there is on. If you want to come in the studio, have the conversation, feel free. It's StreamYard. Just click on it, follow the instructions, and come on in. It works better on Chrome browser, just for the record. Just for the record. If you're on YouTube, feel free to do likewise. Just click on the browser, click on the link in the comments, and come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I like what you said, though, Maria. It's a general attitude. And the funny thing is, that's what those ladies said from overseas. I thought it was strange because, of course, I defended my Barbadian sisters. Like, well, maybe they were tired at work, or maybe like other people came and asked the same question, so they might have been a little frustrated, or maybe it's a financial issue they're having and trying to figure out how to get your lights back on because they don't get a phone call with the truck outside trying to turn it off, or maybe the water authority and the water, who knows. So I made excuses for my sisters. I wasn't happy to hear that three strangers all had the same experience when interacting with not even one or two, but in few places that they went, and they called the places. I was like, damn, boy, this is crazy. But the truth is, a lot of our sisters are upset. A lot, if I got to be truthful, a lot of the time they're upset because us men be failing in our duties in different ways. So we got to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and be judgmental and think that I'm somehow, nah. Look, the truth is, a lot of men, we not where we need to be. Therefore, the women seeing that in some cases, and perhaps most cases, feel that the men ain't man enough. They feel they need to step into that role because this ninja right here ain't doing what he's supposed to. He ain't ninjaing right. So I get it. I do get it, man. I do get it. Yes, relationships, families are in crisis. Many of this young generation are mentally immature and does not understand the importance of having a family. Family is the root. I'm telling you, if we don't have this family structure set up correctly, nothing ain't working. Like even in terms of building wealth through family, like working together, like a family, for example, who decide as a man of the household who might be doing his homework, or maybe he's a part of fade and he tune into Emmanuel on politically incorrect, or he in line with other programs. He might say, you know what? I got 4 kids in the house. I got my wife and myself. But guess what? We're gonna take out insurance policies on all 4 children. We're gonna take out insurance policies on the wife and myself, and we're gonna put these insurance policies together. Let's say they were worth each one of them $1 million apiece. Just hypothetically speaking, for the sake of mathematics and keeping the numbers small. So $1 million apiece on 4 children, that's $4 million. And the wife and I got $2 million apiece. That's another 4. So 4 and 4 is $8 million put together under one roof as an insurance policies for the household, the people in the household, life insurance policies. Now, with that $8 million, imagine that you take that $8 million as a policy and use it 2 different means. I won't get into those details right now. But guess what? As a family, you could put together this, create your own family bank, and start doing things together, just like the white folks do, but they don't tell us this. Make sure every one of your children got real estate. Go buy an apartment building, 4 units, each one of them. And if 4 children, each one having 4 units, that's 4. That's 16 units. That's 16 units between the 4 children at $1,000 a piece in rent. That's 16 grand a month and rent for your 4 children. Talk about passive income. Ain't nothing passive about 16 grand a month. Yeah. All right. Man, that's almost 200,000 a year. What's that? 192, something like that. The point I want to make, though, family, is that there's things we could do as a family. Imagine that family, this brother got a brother. That brother got 4 children and a wife as well. They say, you know what? Let's pool all these insurance policies together. Now we got 16 million. You see my point? Family. Let's say you have 2 more individuals on the same wavelength as you, the same kind of household. Now you got $32 million in assets sitting there in life insurance policy. At the bank looking at like, you know what? We could do something with that. The point is, as a family, we can work together. We can work together. Greetings to you too, Beverly. Greetings, Jacqueline. I see you. I see you. I see you. GZ, what's up, man? Barbadians, Bajan women are beyond comprehension. Oh man. Wait, hold on a minute, Noel. Noel, in all fairness, man, you all the way in Massachusetts. I don't know how often you come back and go. Let me answer a question. You can't tell me what to do. Well, here's a question. Here's a question for you. What do you think is the primary reason why Barbadian slash Bajan women are beyond understanding, or comprehending, understanding? What's your thoughts on this, man? I got a first guest in the audience right here in the studio, right here popping in. I don't know who this is. I don't see a face or anything. But I'm gonna still let the individual in. If you want to turn your camera on, you can. But be sure to make sure you turn the device you're watching it on off, because when you come in, obviously we're going to have a feedback if it's on. So we're going to let you in a short while. Let me go ahead and get this here set up so I can set this up properly. Where we at? Where we at? How are we going to do this? We do it like this. Yeah, we do this one instead. Okay. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct.
Greetings.
Greetings, sis. How are you?
I am well, and you?
Oh, I'm excellent, man. I am excellent. There's a question on the screen about Bajan women. Are you from Barbados?
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. Okay. But you identify as a woman, right? I mean, like a real woman, not no pretend woman.
I would like to think so.
Okay. No pronouns here. Okay. Talk to
Not
me.
at all.
Okay. Good,
Well,
good, good.
I think that your topic so far it offers a lot to unpack, and I think that one of the things that we need to look at is role models and the way that society is going or has gone. You don't have good role models, and in many instances, um, you alluded to the fact that you had a breakdown in the family structure in the family unit. But even then, back in those days, you still had, in as much as you may have had households that were predominantly run by females, you still had um, that cohesion in terms of people knowing what their roles were and what was expected. Um, I, for one, I come from a family where my grandfather had a number of different females, a number of different children, but everybody understood the assignment in terms of yes, I may not be the only one, but stuff happens. He pays the bills, he does what he needs to do. And therefore, I offer that support. I am there as a person in a relationship. And the children knew each other and etc. etc. I know that's going off topic a bit, but the point is everybody knew the role that they had to perform because it was all about executing a duty, which was bringing up children and doing what you're supposed to do, doing what you're called to do. Right now, I saw a comment earlier about the Cosby Show. We we don't have role models, and what we do have now is a society that is really run to a very large extent by social media, by Hollywood. So basically, in terms of the programming, what is out there is what people will take as the narrative, regardless of whether it is that or not, and they run with that. So
So
you
wait a minute.
find that.
Let me answer your
Mhm.
question if you don't mind. Yes, social media is one thing, but don't young women and young men live at home with their mothers and fathers to be able to see a difference rather than this trusting social media to be the rule of law, to use a term Lucy I heard recently?
Um,
You don't think that mothers are setting good examples for their daughters to follow?
in some cases, these mothers are probably just as old as the daughters. As funny as that sounds, you have young people having children, and um, as sad as it is, you can only do what you know. You can only copy what you've seen.
So you,
So,
so, so if you find that young women are not functioning in that capacity, yes, we could say social media has a role to play, but
mhm.
do mothers in the household in 2024 have a role to play in the destabilization of how this thing is going?
In some cases, they do, because you spoke about women being angry and women being frustrated. Imagine you as a mom, you're raising a child or two, and you're doing it on your own. There's an element of bitterness, there's an element of anger, there's an element of resentment and frustration that may come in. So you may find that that is inadvertently passed on to the children or communicated to the children in terms of the mother maybe saying things about the father that is derogatory. So what if that mother has three girls, three females? What she would pass down to them would not be anything that is endearing or encouraging in terms of how she would speak about men or relate to men to where her daughters are concerned. So they in turn may grow up and not necessarily um, treat men the way that they're supposed to.
Well, Maria is
By
having
the,
a question. Sorry, go ahead.
by the same token, if this mother is raising a son or two and their father is not in the picture, she may her whole demeanor may be one that he, as the young men in the household, may not know how to relate to a female, or they may just be used to females who are loud and brash and quarrelsome and all that kind of thing. So
That's
it's
very true.
if people don't the point is their roles, and in as much as you have the whole feminist talk and this.
Before you go to feminist talk, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question because you said something just now that I don't want you to go too far from. I want you to add a little bit more to it. You talk mothers and sons because we mentioned mothers and daughters earlier, but then you mentioned mothers also with their sons. Mothers who raising sons in 2024. What are they instilling in their sons in terms of what they offer? You think that what a mother offers her son or is offering male children in 2024 is perhaps also contributing to what we see in society right now in terms of young people function the way they're functioning or not functioning in some cases?
Well, you're saying now in 2024, but I think that the problem started before that, because you're finding now that there's a move towards um, a softness in males, um, what
Why
they
do you
call
think that is?
toxic. I don't know. I mean,
Maria has a point here. She said, I've had time talking to my male friends on the phone and his girlfriend in the background talking the most until she literally took the phone from him and pressed it out because she's having a conversation with her male friend. Do you think that insecurities in women and perhaps not understanding or perhaps men not making certain things clear force women to be a certain way, and therefore then when they have their male children, they try to recreate in their trial in the male child perhaps the kind of male they think they might want or the male they think they need in their life? Or like how what are your thoughts on that? Females acting overzealous or overjealous, and then in turn then affecting how they have relationships, obviously with the males. And like you said, how mothers then create this quote unquote softness in men and their male children, their man child.
yes,
You know,
I've seen that. I've seen that because I have seen situations where females were raising males on their own. It's as if that male becomes a surrogate husband, and that is a lot for a child to deal with. And I don't think it's very healthy. I've seen that happen. And then too, there's a level of awareness that needs to be had, or that people need to have in terms of what really are you doing? Are you raising this child for yourself, or are you raising this child for society? So if you're raising him, and the average person will not necessarily think along those lines. So, and I keep coming back to that in terms of the roles. So what really your role is, if your role is to create more of yourself, or create more for the purpose of serving society, there's certain things that we would not do. Um, and that there is one of them, in terms of deciding, okay, well, I don't have a man, so I am going to make a man out of my son. A lot of women do that. So you find that, whereas males were inherently created to be brave and to be fighters and to be adventurous, you'll have mothers telling boys, don't run around, you'll fall down. Or they encourage them in terms of this, sitting around playing games all day. Now this boy is going to grow up and then end up marrying somebody else, marrying a woman, and he'll sit around all day and want to watch TV or want to watch football all day. And he men are supposed to be doing things. So you
Well,
have a whole
well,
Peter Pan syndrome that they never
be-
grow
be-
up.
before you get into that, raising a male child or raising children, the question tonight is, what do women have to offer men in 2024? And as our first caller, the question to you is, what do you have to offer? Because someone said the question is unfair. I'll get to that in a minute. But the question I'm asking you is, what do you have to offer a man in 2024?
What do I have to offer a man
And
in
don't talk about no
2020?
love. Men don't want love
Well,
like
I
that.
actually I'm not even so sure about that, to be honest.
What's that? What you have to? No,
No, no, I'm not.
Hold
I'm not even so
on,
sure about the whole love
hold on.
part.
Wait a minute.
Mhm.
On a serious note, because I said we could discuss all the political issues, all the government's rights and wrongs. A lot of this is happening because we do not have a structural foundation as a family, as a people, as a community. Therefore, they could keep doing the crap they're doing. They're not doing none of this to no other culture in Barbados. You do not see Indians out there making noise. You do not see Chinese out there making no noise. You don't see the local whites. You don't see not. All you see is us always asking or complaining
Agitating,
or
begging,
agitating or whatever you
begging
want
for
to call it.
stuff.
We won't
Yes.
even use the word begging, but the reality is it's a society that was built on politics that handout. We have a handout society, hamper society that's been hampering us from the time it was hampering us. My point tonight is family. What do a woman has to offer a man in 2024 that doesn't start with love?
Okay. Um, it, you speaking about a woman or me? Because you did ask. That's two
Wait,
different.
wait, wait.
No,
No,
you asked
you
two
call it.
different
You call it.
questions.
You said you're a woman. So the question is, what do the woman? What do you have to offer? Because if I'm speaking about women in general and you're a woman, then it's about you. So what you said is
No,
also
I'm not
relevant.
every woman.
No, no, no. But you are a woman. What do you personally
Okay.
have to offer a man? Or
Okay.
you not? Are you a work in progress?
I think we all are. We all are. Um,
We ain't
where that
generalizing.
is
We're dealing with
concerned.
you. We're dealing with
Okay.
you.
Okay. All right. What do I have to offer a man? Support, first and foremost. Support in terms of pursuit of dreams.
Support.
A vision and support there. Support would come in a number of different ways.
So you support the vision of your man.
Yes,
You
but
submit to his. You submit
assuming
to his vision.
assuming assuming if he has a vision, because some of them don't
Okay.
have vision. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you choose a man
Um,
with no vision, then that's not the man's fault.
that's my. I know.
I'm just saying you can't. Okay,
Yeah, that
support. What
makes
else?
sense.
What else?
Yeah. Well,
What else?
right. So that support, right, in terms of so that support will come in a number of ways. So it would be, well, women work. So there would be a financial element in terms of pooling resources with a view to achieving a common goal.
Okay, what else?
Um, Insight. Women tend to be a little more intuitive than men
Okay,
are.
okay, into it. Okay, what
Yeah.
else? What else?
Um, ha,
Ah,
care. That sort of that level of,
nurturing.
yes, being that kind of that soft place to
Okay,
land.
okay. Soft place to land.
That is very important. Um,
Okay, soft place to land. She says.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Um,
I'll take that few and add it to the list I have here. And
you
see.
you're compiling a list.
Yeah,
Why?
I'll tell you at the end of the program. You got to stay to the end. Y'all gonna love this. You're
Oh
gonna love this.
dear.
Yeah. But anyhow, I'll say thanks for calling in, and stay tuned. Feel free, you want to call in again a little later. It's quite fine. We let somebody else come on in and have their thoughts as well. Support,
No.
care, and well, support comes on a lot of different. So I'll just put support and cure.
Don't forget insight, because sometimes there are things that women see that men don't.
Insight.
Many
And
times there are
I
things that
underline
men.
that. And I underline that. Thanks, caller. We appreciate that.
You're most welcome.
Okay, okay. Yes, family. So there you heard it from our first caller. We have support, insight, and care. Yeah, as one of some of the things that women have to offer men in 2024. You know, um, that's yes, those are all relative. And see, but the thing is, I don't think women understand how men think. We always tell men understanding women because Angela thinks that the question is put in the wrong direction. Emmanuel, your question answer women what they have to offer a man is not fair. God created men to be head of the family structure. Hence, that question should be asked of men. Well, we're going to get to that as well. In all fairness, we definitely want to get to that. The reason why I started with the women first is because I felt it was more important to see the perspective. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think women fully understand men, especially in 2024. I think a lot of women have been conditioned to see men a particular way based on the societal, what you call it, propaganda, and also the institutionalization of the idea of man being man, like the sister just said, now men must be a bit softer in the kind of way. And on the plantation, a mother knowing her male child was a strong young man, a wise young man, a smart young man, would always try to downplay him in front massa. Oh no, no, he that boy there stupid. That boy there, he ain't got no sense. He ignorant. He ain't nothing. He ain't nobody. Always try to belittle him, emasculate him because she didn't want massa taking him. So it was something she got into, breaking him at home so that he don't become too manly because Massa ain't trying to hear that African warrior spirit. He didn't want to hear that heart beat into them African drums like Woya, Sageti, Sageti. They didn't want to hear that. So what they would try to do, mothers would try to prepare their daughters for what was inevitable and to prepare their sons to be mama's boys. Like break him down to a level like, listen, well, let's fast forward. Do you find now, Angela, that that's what's happening? Because although you have a point about men being head of the family, and I don't disagree with that, the man should be and is the head of the family. In reality, do we have that in today's society? Do we see men taking that role? And if not, then how we get to this? Because most men in this day and age, most of them are in our community are raised in single parent homes by women. So the question is, I agree, but I had to flip it and ask the question. You know, I come home every 3 months. I'll be back on the 9th next week. Okay, you see, that's the Caribbean. The past men in the past had lots of women. I don't. I think men of all times have always had women. I think that's just a normal thing from the beginning of creation till now. But do women understand men in 2024? In order to understand what they have, what men value in a woman, or what men, because the question is it's a dual question. It may be seen as face value. What do women have to offer in men in 2024? But in reality, is do women understand what men are looking for in 2024? Because we've had a conditioning for so long that we have kept up that for so long that even though that narrative is not working, I mean, look in the church, look in the society, look around. Almost everyone I know who have gotten married is no longer married. I mean, if I had to think about someone right now, I could think of maybe other at least 20 or 30 people I know who've gotten married. Maybe I have to think really hard about those who are still married. And don't get me wrong, by the way, black love is real and it exists, and there's some people who find a way to make it work. Salute to them completely. Salute, salute, salute. But if we're looking at statistics, you know, uh, 4% out of 100 is like that's a fail. But although it's a fail, it's enough we can start learning from. Like, how can we learn from this area that's successful, and what can we learn from the area that's not successful? How to be successful. So it's a win-win. So we're not on here bashing women and making, that's not what it is. It's about trying to see, do women really understand what men are looking for? It's really the question. It's just worded different. Do women really understand what men are looking for in 2024 in order to fully know what to offer a man in 2024? Anybody else calling in? Give us a call. The number is on the screen, 246-838-8253, or feel free to connect to the link that was posted earlier. Come on in, come on in. It's a StreamYard link. It's there for you. Come on in, come on in. You got a few new comments. Let me go see here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Greetings to you, Daffodil. I see you. Greetings, Sharon. Shalom, shalom to you too. He said, if the homes are broken by the parents missing in morals or values, then the children tune into social media to help what's missing from the parents, to help what's missing from the parents not around. Listen, there's one word for that, Noel, and that's neglect. A lot of our children suffer from neglect, and that's just a reality. And although parents seem to be want to work hard to spend money to put the roof over the house, well, keep the roof over their heads and make sure the children get fed and go to school and got their school clothes and all the lights are paid and the phone bill, the water bill. The point is sometimes the children just suffering from neglect. The parents don't pay the children no mind. They don't take interest in what they do at school. They don't spend no time with them. They don't go places, don't do nothing. Don't even play around. So children find different ways of doing so. And then they get so used to doing that, they can't seem to break the habit of doing that. And then they become hooked in this cyborg space. And the truth is, cyborg space is being paid by several influencers to keep influencing the children to stray way away from their family, what little values and what little morals. So, there's some truth to that. If we all see ourselves as spiritual, humble beings, love and respect comes easier for relationships to flourish. Now, Jackie, you now hit the pervert. You now said a serious thing right there, which is the one thing I am going to go on tonight. You ask the average man right now what they want, from a woman, most of all, outside of the obvious. Yeah. The one thing that comes up is that word, Jackie, respect. I'm saying, you talk about love, and love is all good. Women love love. Men love is different because of how we were raised, how we conditioned. In a society that always make men look a certain way. Men provide. Men is the security. Man provides a man security. So the one thing man wants first and foremost above all else is respect. Men want respect from their woman, from their wife. You know what I'm saying? Respect from their children, respect from their peers. That word respect on the street. You go in the streets, you can do a lot of stuff, man. You disrespect a man in the streets, it can get violent really quick because of that one word, respect. Greetings, Sir Alfred. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I said this is the kind of program that should be packed with more people. Today, dramatic, naked, stupidity sells. Well, guess what? This may be true, right, brethren? Man, who gonna find this program? Gonna find it. All I tell people is to tell a friend, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you get your notifications. And I do my part, you do your part. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Share it in your WhatsApp group, share it in your family chat. I think that every family should have a WhatsApp family chat. I mean, most people have social media on cell phones, whatever. Have a space where everybody could discuss if family matters, whether it is, good or bad or indifferent. Be able to have that conversation. Then take it from the chat to the family. Remember, Daffodil, we're going to have dinner at least once a week. We sit down together as a family and have dinner to start talking again, leave the phones in the other room. But in the meantime, communicate. It's important. Communicate with your husband, your wife, your children, grandparents, by extension, uncles, aunts, and cousins. But start at home. Start with you. Start with you. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it, man. Genetically, as women, we are programmed to be the homemaker, not having to offer it. But if the relationship is true, it will all balance out and fall into place. Maria, let me tell you, you is wifey material. You is wifey material because that's the truth. Women are wired to build a home, to create homes. A man that provides a house, she creates the home. And that's just how it works. She could even provide a house. But the point is, as like the sister said earlier, as that she said care, but I like to use the word nurture. As the nurturing, as the nurturing one between the two of us, your role is to nurture, help grow, help develop that home, that strong foundation. So when I come in, I'm not fighting the world, then come home and fighting at home too. So yes, a woman's tone is important to a man, especially when he at work all day and somebody shouting and yelling at him, some boss man. And in some cases, maybe the boss man might be a little lighter complexion or totally light. You know what I mean? Different, man. Different, different. It should be stability, peace, and an environment for building together. Well, I like it. I like it. Stability, peace, and an environment for for building together. You see that peace there, Andrea? You see what I'm saying? Peace. Respect is going to bring peace. It's going to bring stability. You can't have stability without respect. You can't have peace without respect. It's impossible. And once you have that respect and a peaceful environment, of course you got to build together because we on the same team. Ain't nobody trying to compete. Nobody ain't trying to yell each other. You yelling, I yelling, we both arguing, and the children sitting there watching, hearing everything. We close the door, but we yell. We went in the bedroom and closed the door, but we yelling. Yeah, right. And the children listening to everything, everything, everything. You on the phone driving, the children in the back seat. You cussing the husband out. You cussing the boyfriend. And the children in the back seat listen to everything. The worst part of the conversation, though, is when you get off the phone and you having your thoughts out loud. Or you get off the phone and you call the girlfriend. You believe he call me and tell me. And then you go to task on your man, on your husband, and you go on and on. He ain't a this and that. And the children listening to everything. Everything. But then we ask ourselves, what do women have to offer men in 2024? As if it's not a real question. Noel said a woman should bring herself into a man's present with 100% honesty, respect, old-fashioned values, and her support both financially and meaningful challenges. Well, wait a minute. Hold on, Noel. Let me ask you a question. You said old-fashioned, right? Respect, 100% honesty, respect, old-fashioned values, and her support, both financially and meaningful challenges. Well, here's a question. I don't know if you're married or not, if this is, but when you said 100% honesty, a friend of mine once told me that her grandmother told her one time, always tell your man everything. And I laugh because I've heard other women say the same thing about their relationships where they tell the king or they tell their husband or the individual everything so that if something was to happen or down the line or something was to go on, he's always in the know. There's no surprises. Like one thing men don't like is surprises when it comes to their family. And I gotta say family because family, not just the woman, but the whole family. Because as the head of the house, how you the head and you don't know what's going on? Like, how you head and you don't know what's going on means something wrong. Somebody lying. Something ain't right. You can't be the head. So it's equally important. And like the sister said, in reality, once a man find himself in that position where a woman is doing these things consistently with you and showing up at that, well, men, you got to step up if you ain't where you're supposed to be. Men, we got to, like the sister said, men, the head of the home. You're gonna have to step up and lead the household. You got to lead your family. You got to lead your family, man. So my thing right now is, are we raising our daughters to be future wives, future queens, knowing how to rule a kingdom, how to rule a household, how to build a household, how to take care of the king, how to take care of the children? Or are we failing our daughters? Are we failing our sons, our loyal sons and daughters? While we out here trying to make the world a better place, are we failing at home? Are we failing our community? Are we failing our society? What good is us fighting to build this whole new world and our children didn't have no idea what the values are and what to do with it when they get it? Someone once told me that a lot of our parents work hard, real hard, to build, what they have and generate the wealth they got. And they build their homes, they got their land, they got their businesses. Then they get a certain age and pass it on. And when they pass it on, the children either destroy it, sell it, get rid of it, liquidate it, and gone. All you work for, all you've done sacrifice for, all you did for them, they throw it away. Noel is answering the question. I think you asking is she you want when you said signal where's her location? I'm not sure who you're referring to. You mean the sister that was on earlier? I'm not sure who you mean. You got to make that clear. This is not the dating channel though, but you know if there's a love connection, so be it. Why is it then a man in a relationship with a woman and get a child? Why it cause a breakup? Now, wait a minute. I get a call here. Miss Critchlow. Miss Critchlow, do me a favor, Miss Critchlow. Wait a minute. Do me a favor here. Can you call on WhatsApp or call on the link on the screen? Don't call on Facebook because wait a minute. I wouldn't even know. Hold a minute. I wouldn't even know how to practice. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me figure this out. Beat me. How would I practice this? Hang on. Let me see if I can pull this off here, man. If I answer this call, let me see. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. Let me see if I can patch this through. I never done it like this before, so we're gonna try a thing here. We ain't scared. Let me see if I go to share screen. If I share this screen here, okay. Let me see if I share this screen, what happens? Hang on a second. All right, Andrea, greetings. Can you hear me, Andrea? You may have to lower your volume on your side. I'm getting a little feedback. I can hear you. Can y'all hear her? Give me a mic check really quick. Give me a sound check. Really. Can you hear me, Andrea? Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This what to do. This what do. Call me on WhatsApp on the fade number. Yeah? Can you hear me? All right, wait, hold on. Let me clear that off. If you're still watching, Andrea, do me a favor. Call me on the fade number on WhatsApp. At the number on the screen, the 838-8253. In fact, let me see if I can call you instead. Or better yet, you could click on the link on the screen. You know, the link is on the screen. Feel free to click on that link right there, Andrea. Brings you right into the studio. Feel free to come on in. Come on in. GZ, you're gonna have to help her out with the technology, if anything. Plug it in and come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Unfortunately, the system it may work somehow, but you know it works in between. We work with that glitch. But yeah, where was I? We go hear some comments. Yeah, the question was why when a man having a child, a relationship, why the relationship breaks up. Now, I mean, I've heard this a lot. I've seen it a lot, and you know, sometimes the family not even compatible in the first place. Sometimes people get together, just get involved for the wrong reasons, and yes, you know, sometimes you know somebody have that, you know, slow pull-out game is what I call it, because sometimes you don't have plans on having a child, and you go with a relationship and y'all are intimate like that on that level, and you know you ain't want no children, and you know you got a slow pull-out game. I'm sorry for you, and I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. Because if you was quick on the draw, that wouldn't happen. But if it happened in that capacity, then you ain't wanting the child relationship breakup, problems again, and then you know, I mean, that is the worst situation you want to be in where there's a child involved and there's a breakdown in the parents between the male and female. It is the worst because the true victim of that is the child. Is the child. The man and the woman, men gonna do what men do and women gonna do what women do. But you see the child be the victim every single time, man. Every time, man. The couple couldn't make it work. You see? The couple couldn't make it work. And that's what I'm talking about. The couple couldn't make it work. That's my point right there. That's my point. That's my point. Andrea, I see you came in backstage. Glad you came in. I'm glad you came in. I'll pull you up on here right now, real quick. You're showing your face on live. Here you go. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect. We're politically correct. All right, there
I
you go.
don't
That's
think
all right.
a friendly face tonight.
Your face looks just as good to me as it always does. Welcome to Politically Incorrect.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
This topic is very, very broad because it is. I guess most of what I have to say would be kind of repetitive in a way, but we're talking about 2024. There's so many challenges on both sides, women and men, but there are a lot of challenges. And the problem being with, for me, with observing all the distractions that we're being faced with, people, I find that the real core to what is needed is what most people is running from, what they're running from, that is to know self.
Fact.
If you don't know self, then all the trauma, all the problems that most for the most part our DNA passed down. I mean, we would have inherited some of our ancestors' stress, problems, and all of that stuff on top of what we're dealing with today. But if we don't heal ourselves, which and most people would say, well, yeah, like somebody has time to do all of that. I mean, there's so much going on. I don't even have time to think. But we're not going to really truly get to the bottom of our problems if men or women are not dealing with the core problems that they face. Because as I said before, we're stuck where we're hurt. If you got hurt as a child,
Deep.
however that hurt is, abuse, verbal, physical, whatever, you get stuck in that mode, and for the rest of your life you're in a defense, fight or flight defense mechanism kind of system going on. Your nervous system is a havoc. You make irrational decisions. Sometimes you make decisions out of desperation because of the situations that you're in, and that's all of what we're seeing in society today. And neither side is blameless. We have our
That's right.
part to play in it, as do
Right.
men.
That's right. I agree. Totally. Totally. Well, let me ask you a question. What do you have to
Mhm.
offer men in 2024? What do you offer your king?
Well, I would like to believe that I bring him peace,
Hmm.
stability, and the environment, as I said in the comments, to build and grow together. Um, is It takes a lot to do that. I think we have been indoctrinated with seeing the fairy tales on TV, but
Oh,
to
Lord.
be with a person that you want to be with, it
Mhm.
takes dedication.
Wow.
Sometimes it takes
Wow.
sacrifice.
Mhm.
Sometimes it takes a mirage of things to make it work. Tongue and teeth always have words. You will get words, you will say things to each other, but you have to have that open communication where despite anger, you can say, okay, look, you said something to me yesterday and I really didn't like it. What was up with that? And have an open discussion that you can openly express how you feel.
Mhm.
Not argue, but try to see each other's point of view. Sometimes you will see it better than others, but you have to make the effort. And most people don't want to take the time to make the effort. Some people really don't. It all depends on what you really want out of a relationship and why you're going into a relationship. What is the
True.
purpose for going into a relationship? Is it just monetary? Is it just all the other things that you can think of that you may just be interested in alone? But you have to know what you want. People are walking around pretending that everything is okay, but they haven't dealt with what is their core problems, and we all have them. Nobody is exempted from them. We just have to take the time to figure out what it is that we really do want for ourselves, how we plan to fix it, and obviously work together.
Well, that is, listen, I know you personally. I know the King Man, and I'm always happy to see y'all together. Y'all always have this bond that is so visible, and you can actually feel the energy coming from y'all. And like, I just love seeing y'all together. Love y'all space, and that's what I'm talking about. That family, and with that family foundation, there's nothing we cannot do.
It
Nothing.
is true.
And
This
that's
is
my
true.
position. So when I answer this question, folks like, nah, you can't answer that question. You should turn it around. But men, listen, we're gonna get to that. But in reality, right, the women are the nurturers, man. The women are all men have a belly button, which means that every single man came from a woman. So even if we are
Hmm.
head and soul, realize that, a woman birthed us though. And that's an
It's true.
important thing. That's one of the most important things for a man is how you see your mother, what examples you got from your mother in terms of relationship, what examples you got from your mother in terms of how to deal with women. These are all
This is
relative.
true.
So we can't
And
just
if
act if they don't exist. They do, and they're very important. Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
and if we have, as women, have not dealt with our daddy issues, we have not dealt with our broken relationship issues, then we kind of, not purposely, but because then when children are added to the mix, parenting is hard. Parenting is rough. It's not easy. People will say, oh, but parenting is not easy. You have to think of
Takes a
so
village.
many different things,
A
so
village.
many components. And the beautiful babies, unfortunately, they don't come out with a booklet telling you how to raise them individually. So you have to learn everything by trial and error. And if you are thrusted into parenthood, like most people are, not necessarily planned, and you haven't dealt with self, then unfortunately, sometimes we pass on our trauma, our fears into our children, not
Mhm.
purposely, but we do it not knowing any better, not
Serious.
knowing any better, which tends to cause problems. And then we all know the relationship breakup problems with one person bad talking the other one and putting ideas in the children's head. All of that goes into play, and it takes a village to raise a child, and an honest village, not somebody who said, yes, I'm going to take care of your kids for you, and then behind your back your kids hear nothing but negativity about you. That
Mhm.
warps their mind too, because their minds are impressionable, and then you're going along doing the best that you can, and people are poisoning you against your children. These are real things. And then you have stepfathers and stepmothers, and then the dynamics that come from that. So in 2024, it is very, very difficult to navigate through a relationship or relationships if you have not dealt with your own personal conflicts, and really sit down and really focus on what you might have been doing to add to
Mhm.
the
I like that.
relationship problems. We like to think we're perfect, but
I like that.
everybody
I
comes
like
with
that.
issues.
What was your role in the relationship and causing it to fail? That's that. That's
Yes.
that really important question. That's that question that most people, like you said, don't want to even look at because, as far as they're concerned, it wasn't my fault. I ain't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to thank you for calling and having the courage to do so too. 'Cause I
So
know a
thank
lot of
everyone
folks don't
for
want to
giving
click
me a
that.
listen. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Your wisdom is always appreciated on this platform. Anytime, family. And shout out to King, as always, man. Y'all already know First Family. Shout out to Fade, doing things. Give thanks, family. Well, there you heard it, family, from the First Family. Beautiful, beautiful insights. I like the thing she said at the end there, though, when they were talking about communication. She waited, she said it the next day. She didn't say that, she said it the same time, all in the mind face. What's that? She said the next day, you say, you know what, no, you say something to me the other day, yesterday, whatever. And I like it. Let's have a conversation about that. Let's have a dialogue about it, not an argument about it. Help me understand why you express yourself that way. A question is asked. You ask whether women understand men. I could also answer the more important question. Here the context. You know, the more important. Why is it more important whether men understand themselves versus if whether women understand men? Because in reality, man as a species, male, man and woman, because of what we've endured, let me put it that way, what we have put up with and been conditioned to in a society through media, magazine, but all forms of media, let me put it that way, social or otherwise. We don't have a real image of ourselves. It's only those who might be in the conscious community to some degree, really, and those who gather information might say, "Yeah, we kings and queens." But what does that mean? You kings and queens? Oh, you kings and queens? What does that mean? I got some cultures that would never even use the word queen. Period. Never use the word black. Period. So having consciousness and knowing yourself, Know yourself to what degree? On a spiritual plane where you recognize we are spiritual beings connected by a divine source and we should really function on that higher level, or recognizing each other as spiritual beings, realizing we're having a spiritual experience and deal with each other on this level, you know? And so, yes, men should know themselves, like women should know themselves. But in terms of knowing somebody else, understanding men, again, it's a duality because for me to fully understand you as an individual, especially you as a woman, I got to first understand me as an individual, as a man, to then know what my role is in your life so that when I meet a woman, I can identify some of the areas in her life that might need assisting in and fill those gaps accordingly. Show her things that she may not see about herself in a way that is not judgmental, in a way that's not making her feel less than, in a way that's not embarrassing or offensive, but yet to pick her up, lift her up, bring her up to a level. What they said, level up. We're here to build each other. The Queen just talked about building. We're here so we could build together. We could be dealing with construction too. We could build a house, but also build each other to be better, to be better. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, when you meet a man that's a good man, go thank his previous relationship because I'm sure he wasn't that man then. He's a better man now because of the way he went wrong before. Women, on the other hand, work a little different. Women carry grudges sometimes. Not, but I should say women because some men function in their emotional state as well. And rather than learn from a situation, they burn from it. And they become cold, man, bitter. I remember them days. I won't call her name now. I was in, boy, look, that shaped my life for a long time, man. A long time. A long time. They said that women today would find a way to frustrate the crap out of a man mentally. Is this true? We men don't want a lot. Do women find ways to I want to hear the men. I want to hear from the men, man. Let me get a caller, man. Somebody call in. Big Pain, where you at, man? What's your thoughts on this? Do women frustrate the crap out of men mentally? Is this true? They have a breed of women that preys on men who take charge of their duties only to carry their spouse to the next level. And when she gets there, it doesn't include him. Whoa. Whoa. So you're saying that she would prey on this man, prey on him, take charge of their duties only to carry their spouse to the next level and then drop him like a hot sack of a hot potato? That is deep, boy. They call them man eaters, man. She's a man eater. Oh, here she goes. Watch out now. I remember that song to you. She's a man eater, man. I see the sister said, some men don't know what they want. That's funny. That's funny. The question is, what do women have to offer men? And I mean, if you say the man you have don't know what he wants, then why you with that man if he don't know what he wants? Why choose a man that doesn't know what he wants when, or are you taking time to help that man understand himself so that he can then identify what he really wants? Understanding, patience. All right. Okay, Daffodil. What's up, Daffodil? What's your thoughts on this? Because I know you are a voluptuous woman that always getting all kind of attention from men. Men are always trying to come on to you in one way or the other. What's your thoughts on this whole thing, man? What do you have to offer a man in 2022? Understand and patience. Okay. What's your take on this, Daffodil, regarding the relationship? Okay. Hold on a second, Empress. I see you, Empress. Let me give you the link, Empress. Look the link right here, Empress. They go the link right there, Empress. The link right there is on on the screen. I want to post it again. Politically incorrect. Feel free to come on in. I like that question, Gemma. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Maria said, "Men, please share. What do you want?" Maria, I will tell you this, right? Pardon me. I find you're a very understanding woman when it comes to men and relationships. And I find, based on the conversations we have had, that you do have a very good perspective on how to be there for a man and be patient with a man. But I also get the sense that you can also be frustrated by a man when he doesn't recognize your value. And I sincerely hope that the king man you with recognize your value and y'all are working together like the other sister and her king man to build that better family for generations to come. Because it's not even about us in the relation. In fact, when it comes to relationships in 2024, it should not be about you personally. It should be about how can you help each other build that longevity for generations to come. What example do we set for our children? What examples we setting for each other or our peers, our associates, when they see us? Jamal asked the question, what men are looking for or need? Well, Jamal, you have an idea what men need. Men do have needs that might supersede a lot of other stuff. But in reality, you know, I'm gonna leave it out there for now. Yes, yes, caller. Welcome to Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. You're live with us. Welcome, Empress.
Hi, good night.
Greetings, greetings. Long time no
Yeah,
hear, man.
yeah, it's true. I calling and I think it may go a different tier to everybody else. No, what woman has to offer a man? No, I can start off by saying that a lot women have a lot to offer men. But the thing is, in these times, a lot of people have no morals or values. So therefore, and I'm going to speak for both sides because I don't want to get myself twisted. When a man find a good woman, sometimes um, he would go and do stuff, even though this woman bending over backward, whatever for him. Vice versa, same with a man. He will find a good woman and he be taking care of her, and then she will go and do nonsense. You get me? So
Mhm.
that's what part of trust. There's good sorrow right there. So
Wow.
therefore, when the good woman know meet a good man, or the good man meet a good woman, then everybody trust so messed up that everybody don't know how to go from there. If you get me, that's just my say on that part. Number one. Number two, the way that things going in terms of this modern society, I think a lot of people confused too, because people be watching, as you said earlier, a lot of these soap operas and empire and this and that, and then trying to live out the life in this, let me say, days of our life scenario. And I think that people need to get to the reality of things. Um, a lot of women, they are good women and they go and they get hurt by these men that are, some of them, I'm not gonna say all, some of them are no good. Then people say, oh, she bitter or whatever when she don't want to be with somebody else or whatever. It's not that you bitter, it's that you just try not to get yourself in that position again. Cause it don't make no sense you keep jumping from one man to the next to find out the same thing or whatever the case is. I think as time or life takes its course, that you will probably find who's for you in due time. Um, Back to the thing now. These men, some of these men want you to be submissive to them,
Right.
but them ain't dominant enough for a woman to submit to them.
See that
Cause you my God,
they ain't
they're
dom-
they're they're not dominant enough.
AKA
Meaning to say,
they ain't man enough.
pardon?
They're not
Yeah,
man
not
enough.
man enough. Exactly. Because when I say that, you will have a woman that's work, clean, cook, wash, whatever. And then she go a man and he want her to come home and make sure he food in, whatever the case is, but still you ain't getting up and doing anything. You ain't of no assistance. Furthermore, something flying to the house, you can't even kill it. You get what it's showing you.
Wow.
So is that you want somebody to submit to you, but therefore, but yet still you ain't man enough for a lady to submit to you. So then that's when you're gonna hear, oh, she want to do it, she like, and she don't like nobody telling she name. But how you could go a man leading you when he's not a leader? Vice
Wow.
versa in terms of a woman. What you gonna be with a woman that you know she's a clown and then expect to get common sense or a logical situation or to that? That don't make no sense.
True.
So in my take, this whole generation, and not even this whole generation, some of these people, and I can keep saying some because I don't want everybody to think like class and everybody in the same boat,
Agree.
but the women got a lot to offer, but I guess that they kind of pull back because sometimes you might go and offer what you got to the wrong man, and then you tell yourself, "My see me, I offering myself to him, and look what you get. Like I ain't getting any. It's not that you ain't getting any, but you ain't getting any alter it. You ain't getting a kind of positive nano to it. He ain't build you in over here. He ain't teach you name. You understand? It don't always gotta be about money or carry me out or whatever. If you want teaching me, say you can't build with me. If I got a little idea, you can't come and say let me get together and build it. Right now, you will be at the same time. And a lot of these young women getting with these young men that have no ambition And these young men looking at these young ladies, some of them have no ambition to and class and gang together. So what you expect in the end? What you expect in the end? You can't expect anything good from that.
Serious, serious, serious,
Right. So,
serious.
in my opinion, even if the women got things to offer, them holding back because you a butter idiot here and there, that would take you off for the idea. You know, I want to settle down because look what that idiot do. Or as a man, you might be a good man to that woman, and she might be, let me say, promiscuous, and she want to be all over the place and whatever. Although you being a good man to she, because as I say, when the good people do decide, or no, when the good people end up meeting the one another, no, everybody trust messed up. So I guess that's where the problems come. So that's just my take on it. For me, I can't really tell you what I got to offer, man, because I ain't really studying that right now. But when I do got something to offer, man, I hope is the fact that we could build together, that we could
Mhm.
teach one another stuff. You know what I mean? Live a comfortable life together and be happy. Yeah, it don't necessarily go on me that I gotta do what you say, you gotta do what you say, and you can't talk to this body or whatever. I think that, yeah, that's just how it is for me. So, right.
I like that. I like that. Nehemiah said, "We love respect. Men love respect." And I think a lot of what you said about being truthful to yourself, recognize that you have value and you are good, and you're bringing that to the table, but also then
Uh-huh.
translate into communication work in which way. And like I said, that builds really communication. It builds respect. It builds stability. It builds peace. It builds all those things that are prerequisites in a relationship to make it successful. And so I give thanks, Empress, as always. You come and you drop it hot. You can't help it. That's just who you are.
I just see it that just my perspective of things,
Family,
right? It might
family.
not be everybody else cup of tea, but that's just what it is.
Listen, we give thanks for it regardless, man. We thank you for that. Yes,
Yes.
we thank you
Good
for
night,
that.
everybody. They
Give
were.
blessed love, sis. Yes, family. Yes, you heard it straight, man. You heard it straight. Modern days, man. Society has changed a lot, which is true. And I think everybody's coming to the same consensus that you got to know yourself, know your own value, and know who to invest your value in, because not everybody's going to see your value. And you can't blame someone for not seeing your value when you ain't get them value to see. So, and if you did put the value there and they didn't see it, well, then, you got to answer questions. You got to ask yourself some questions. Sophia said, it is unfair to say that just how there was a programming to offset the balance of how the home structure is created, that there was also a male programming as well. Well, she said it is unfair to say that. I'm not sure exactly which part you were saying was unfair, but let me just correct that if that's the case, a misunderstanding. I'm not saying that it wasn't a program to offset. I'm saying there's a continuing program to keep it completely offset. That goes to both male and female. So we got to take responsibility on our own accord to see, first recognize what the instrument is being used to keep us divided, and then find ways to counteract that. And I think a lot of people said it tonight in terms of knowing yourself, understanding yourself, getting back in tune with you so that you know you and deal with some of your trauma from before, rather than, there's some people who have gone from one relationship to another, to another, to another, to another. They have never had time for themselves, never taken time for themselves. And even if they are in a relationship, it's like always wrong each other 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, as opposed to taking time to learn each other, likes, dislikes, how they function in different situations. Sister said that maybe if saying fly in the house. Now I've seen men scream louder than women when a roach fly in the house. To me is a little perplexed, because it's like, well, wait a minute, man. Like, how your pitch higher than hers? I don't know. But again, we got to look at these things very serious, because it boils down to fear. It boils down to fear. We are raising fearful children. And once they're fearful, they're not going to function in their true self, because they're timid, they shy, it's a lot of negative things that come out of that. And so we definitely got to recognize that there's a program, and not just to destroy the family, but also for the male and the female to keep us apart. And we must be able to recognize these errors and think, differently. Remember, family, the link is right here. If you want to call in, it is right there. Feel free. The numbers on the screen, 246-838-8253. Call on WhatsApp, and be sure to share your positive thoughts. Well, your thoughts, period. Monica, we see you too. Blessing, blessing. Shay, Jackie, I agree. I agree. I trying to keep up with the comments, man. This is interesting. Noel said in a couple of weeks, It's Mother's Day. Some women will flip out over not getting her materialistic things. Is this true? Do women still look for materialistic things on Mother's Day and they don't get it? They throw tantrums? Support your man in comfort and safe haven he can run to. Create that safe haven. I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. She said, oddly enough, respect is not present in most relationships, whether romantic or otherwise. We are not a very respectful society. This is deep. Well, if we're not a respectful society, it starts with respect for self. Because anybody in a relationship where you let somebody disrespect you and keep disrespecting you and you don't put that in check, then you got to answer yourself some questions. You really got to answer yourself some questions. Maybe you have a point here, oddly enough. But I don't think it's really that odd. I think what happened is that people are, again, I'll say women. Let me go to women first. Society is such a established now where women are encouraged to disrespect men. I mean, it sounds a little strange, but think about it. Society that we know now, unless the man is portraying a alternative kind of lifestyle, if you follow me carefully, man as man, women respect man as man, but as a broader spectrum, society try to paint that man as now being misogynist or what was the other one? What is it? Narcissistic. That's the new word that everybody's talking about. They told me I'm narcissistic. I'm like, all right, okay. I don't even know what it means. So my thing is that it's what you, unless you are this soft man, this, I don't know what they're talking about, man. But I think that a lot of it is based on the fact that, if you stand your ground, if you speak your truth, you don't let people walk over you, then, you become a problem. You become a problem. But nevertheless, we gonna get it. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. The mouse like it stick. There you go. The mouse was stuck there for a second. When the men refuse to argue, she tells. Wait, hold on. I missed something. I missed something here, Jackie. When the men refuse to argue, she tells him or her friends that he foolish or soft. Yeah, men shouldn't argue with women. I mean, you're gonna lose. I mean, if I have to give advice, if I was to ever give advice, I would tell men never argue with women. Like never argue. Like you'll lose. You're gonna lose. We could reason together, but we definitely ain't gonna be arguing, man, because that's just a cocktail for disaster. I said I'm a single. Oh, you're single. Was married for a long time. Experiences my guide today when it comes to a woman. Well, you know what, Noel? I'll tell you this, man. I'm not sure what caused your relationship, your marriage not to work. And although that experience is your guide towards women in terms of how to deal with them today, but you, like the question said earlier, you got to ask yourself a question too in terms of what role did you play in that relationship to cause it to reach the point where y'all two separated. And so there's some self introspection. That's something that men got to take responsibility for, because more often than not, we guilty of something on some level. Not saying that women don't do stuff, and I'm just saying men for the most part as well. Like the sister said, we too had a programming. And a lot of cases, how we look down on our women, like society, in terms of the music, how they're portrayed in the music, how they're portrayed in the movies. And we sat back and allowed this for a long time. In fact, we were entertained by it in most cases, comfortably, without resistance. So we got to take, like Sophia said, it wouldn't be fair, and I agree. So that's for the record. Men got a lot to take responsibility for as well. And we're gonna get to that next. I think we're gonna deal with that on Friday night. For sure, we're gonna have that conversation. It's gonna be different because I definitely got a lot to say, but definitely. No distance should change anything. Queen stand with their kings firm. Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this. Yes. Maria, in my experience, parents are failing these children. It's a fact. Many women are broken because of men. The trust link is gone. Wow. The trust link is gone, huh? That's crazy, man. It says some women today do not bring her conversation with her to the table. The females of today, some cannot really relate without the alcohol or smoke or either in her. Interesting. 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 And I guess it depends on where you at. I guess so. I mean, I'm surrounded by females more often than not, and I don't think any of them drink or smoke, and they keep me on my P's and Q's, Noel. Trust when I tell you. And these are some amazing, I mean, I'm surrounded by, in fact, I feel really honored, quite frankly, because I think I'm surrounded by some of the most fascinating, intelligent, strong, spiritually grounded warriors in Barbados, man. Not saying they're not others. I'm not saying that. Don't get there. I'm saying I'm surrounded by them. And I give thanks for that strength, because they give me strength. They give me encouragement. I talking about a 15 years relationships. I mean, after folks were married together for so long with children and they break apart. Whew. In fact, I know folks who are married, Anthony, and I'll tell you this, the male, the husband, he's never home during the day when his wife is at home. And when, let me phrase that, when he's at home, she's in at home. And when he's at home, she's in at home. If I said that correctly, otherwise it's the same thing. But they have 2 children together, and time permit. And what happened is eventually he came out. Well, he came out the closet. Really, he was having a homosexual relationships all along while they were married. And so I guess, and I felt as if she always knew. Hence, she would always be busy when he's home, and when she's home, he's out working or whatever. And so the children grow up watching all this as well. And we think the children are not paying attention. The children are paying attention. There's need to be more communication. I agree about both genders. I like how we put that, both genders. Yeah. When they want and expect from each other. I agree, man. He said, this might kind of old-fashioned lady, talk your talk. I think you referring to Andrea back then. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep up the comments here, man. Oh, man. Jackie, you're late to the party. Yes, all right. All right. Help yourself to the table, the buffet. Big pain in the building, man. Yeah, so this is a real woman speaking. Love this. Love the mindset. For sure, for sure, for sure. We got Empress. We got Andrea on the line. We had the sister earlier. We give thanks as well. See, Jackie Ants, what's up with the topic? The gender wars, aid to pro same-sex agenda. Nah, Jackie. We dealing with family tonight. And the reason why we asked the question, what do women have to offer men in 2024, is to get the dialogue going, to realize, to help women understand what men really want. What men really, really want, so that when women can cater specifically to the needs and wants of that particular man, as opposed to following the societal norms that they try to establish, because society has not established it clear enough, because women don't fully get what men want. That's why it went this way, because the question really duality. Same when you say, what do women have to offer a man in 2024? The question is, well, what does a man really want in 2024? Because if a woman doesn't understand that from that level, then she's going to bring to the table what she feels he needs, and that may not be what he needs, and what he needs she doesn't meet her, and then they going back and forth, and then where that's going to go anyhow. And like you said, hurt. What was it? We wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see it. We are stuck where we hurt. We are stuck where we are hurt. I had to write that down, man. The sister said we are stuck where we are hurt, man. So we had to get that out there for sure. He said, if a man is in discomfort in a home, he will be drawn to peace or create a haven of peace. I like how you put that, though, Daffodil. He'd be drawn to peace, huh? I like how you put that there. Real politically correct. So he'd be drawn to peace, so create a haven of peace. So he'd be drawn to peace, meaning he'd be drawn to somebody else's arms, huh? Jackie said, correct, sis. Straight up. Shout out to family in Dominica. Big respect all day, every day. Big respect, man. She's dropping so many nuggets of wisdom. Yes, Andrea if she's on it on point. Come on, man. That's why she's who she is. The most important one being relationships requires sacrifice. Put in the relationship before ego. Oh, wait a minute. Big Pen calling in. Hold on a second. Greetings. Welcome to Politically Incorrect. You're on the air, Cyborg Space. What's up, Big Pen?
Greetings, man. What's up?
I hear, man. You question. What do women have to offer men in 2024?
I got a lot of respect for Andrea and Empress on a real.
Serious.
You know, they had a lot of nails on the head. It's telling you. And you see one particular point that Empress was making about not pretty much giving it all up and a lot into a relationship because of stuff that happened to you. I could identify.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because upwards to this day, something happened in a relationship with my end. I can't understand. Only one female that I talk to understand the point of view of the person, and I still didn't get it. Now, I'm a person that likes to see people elevate. So if a female around me, I want to see you elevate to a point where you ain't really depending on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be self-sufficient. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, even if there comes a time that I can't provide something, you got it. You understand? That's something that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Now, I was in a relationship and, you know, female had some debts and stuff like that. So people to call in. And I see it, birthday coming up and things. So I tell myself, hey, don't clear that debt for you, man. That easy.
Mm-hmm.
That turned out to be the biggest mistake I ever made in a relationship.
How is that?
Listen, the woman get on so bad because she don't want a gift, big man. You understand?
Wait. You help. Wait, hold on a minute, Big Ben. Big Ben, hold on a minute, man. Wait, hold on.
Listen,
You telling me
$400 debt for you, big man. I cleared $400 debt for you as a gift.
you cleared a debt for the sister of $400, and she got vexed with you?
Correct, because I didn't give her a present.
Like
So you see the kind of things we got to deal with. So up to this day, I got me puzzled. There's only one person that understands me, and from that point of view, you know,
mm-hmm.
first girlfriend,
mm-hmm.
you know, but other than that,
mm-hmm.
most females understand the concept of what he was trying to do, but only one in particular says she understands where the woman coming from, because at the end of the day, you need to see something, you know, you feel better when somebody did. It was like, that making no sense. You understand? That making no sense to me. At least it makes no sense to me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I got to say to him, that might make sense to somebody else. So I just didn't get it. There's some things that I didn't push myself to do. You know, I got to see what you're dealing with first. I got to see your mindset, what you're working with. You know, I might introduce certain things, and if the response ain't what you're looking for, I get my answer.
Serious.
But that was an eye-opener for me. I could not believe
You
it.
got me here scratching I telling myself, because the brother said it earlier that Mother's Day coming up, and if mothers don't get what they want, in material things, they behave a certain way. But no, you called and telling me that you went as far as clearing a debt for a sister, which is a good thing, noble thing to do. And she was upset with you because you didn't buy something.
Correct. I'm a practical person. It's like, you might buy a gift for somebody that they don't really need.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Whereas you might see a need in the body life that, you know, you could assist with.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a woman, you just go by she and stuff like that. So,
mm-hmm.
You know, when you get there, you want the pour water, it's freaking working properly. You understand? So you can't get the pour water. You tell yourself, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I said, so you spend a lot of money here, you going back fridge. Yeah, that's definitely the kind of thing that I would do. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But some people don't appreciate them things. They prefer the materialistic. Other things that are more materialistic, I should say. And I don't know if they're accustomed to it or they just go over the head as far as the way it is. But I still lost up to this day, big man.
Yeah, that would be a bit. I can't even. You got me, man, speechless because I would think that $400 debt clearance was a gift by itself. Ease up all that little stress rather than settling for some bottle of perfume for $60 or whatever. But then again, that boils into big pain. That's values, man. Like how we value what we value and how we see things of value. Maybe she had another plan for the debt. Maybe I don't know, or maybe she felt that maybe you would do something different for her. In addition to whatever else you did. I don't know. That one's a rough one. So y'all not together anymore.
That was years ago.
Okay. So
Years.
did that affect you though in terms of your relationships going forward, in terms of how you dealt with women?
Yeah, I must say, as I said, right now, I just take time to see what's going on. The mindset of the person, you take time to know you. You understand? And see what you're really about. If you ain't got a progressive mind, you understand? You just want to look good and walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty well, the ear and the and stuff like that. So I'm looking to better yourself in a way. You knew me.
Facts.
Simple.
Facts. Well, Div, thanks for sharing, Brother Payne. As always, it's good to hear you. Shout out to you and the whole family. Give thanks for the energy as well, my brother. Peace and love, man.
Good night.
Good night. Wow, family. That is, testimony. I tell you, these things affect relationships. It affects you. And speaking of affecting you, I was now in a relationship for 15 years, 2 children, and tell my wifey about Jesus is not real, and she out with the 2 children. Whoa. Look, that is crazy. That is crazy. It's crazy on many levels, but I trust that 15 years, I trust the children are not that young that they can come to the realization in the not too distant future. Hopefully maybe not saying negative things to the children about daddy, like, daddy don't believe in Jesus, so he gonna burn in hell. Daddy, he's a sinner. Daddy's a sinner. Don't be like your father. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in Jesus, so he gonna burn in the lake of fire. Look, man. Again, since she out with the children, I don't know, and I really hope, brother, that's not the situation, because this is how we create those issues in the minds of the children. You married for 15 years with 2 children, and because you tell her that Jesus ain't real, she leave with the children. Again, I think she might have used it as an excuse. Maybe she been wanting to leave, but brother, and I ain't saying that loosely. I'm saying it being real with you, because if that's all it took for your bond to be broken, then that bond wasn't a bond to start with. That's just my 2 cents. But that's cold, man. I don't like that at all, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Noah said, wow, I'm coming on to Barbados and next week we have to connect over an organic salad. No GMOs, please. I like my family's organic and natural. I like my females organic and natural. No wigs, no fake nails, please. Oh man, you got a whole criteria list. I like that, man. Gemma, society has insisted that we conform to the colonizers' value, and so we have lost our own African values. Very valid point. Very valid point. Right now, the colonizers are telling us that men could be women and women could be men. Don't worry about it. All is one. In fact, there's a new one now. I know if y'all heard it recently. There's a new one added to the LG, whatever the letters be. I think I don't know what it is, but they added a new one to it. Believe this or not, family, you can now identify as, get this, a season. You can now identify as a season. Yeah, like, winter, fall, summer, spring. I identify as spring. I bring new life. They actually added a season. You could now a new. Well, I don't even know if they call it a gender, what they call it. Like, I saw that on the news, and like, yeah, people making this up. They was not making this up. They was serious as a judge. Dead serious. Not playing, man. Not playing at all, man. Peace, intelligent mutual understanding, most of us need. I agree. Intelligent conversation is a key, because I find that, you get a woman that can stimulate you mentally, my brother. Take you to another level, man. He said, and if the man doesn't nurture his woman and another male show wisdom and understanding, she would be naturally drawn to that male. It takes a strong woman to stand firm also. Listen, I gonna tell you this, man. Ella once told me that women in a relationship are only there until the next man who offer more comes along. Because if the man offer more than the current man, Ella said she gonna be gone, youngin. She said, youngin, don't deal with no love, man. Women looking for security. So if more security come along and you ain't secure on your end, she gone. I mean, I've seen that in society though, so he wasn't telling a lie. I won't say that for all again, but I've seen that. A short answer for all: treat each other how you yourself want to be treated, with full respect, utmost. And Maria, I am going to definitely rally on this one here as we bring this to a close tonight. Can't wait to the part 3 for the male aspect of this conversation. I totally agree with you. It's that respect, man. We can't speak on it enough. Respect for each other, how we deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Being honest with each other. And that's important. And it took me a while to learn all these things. I don't sit down here and act like I got some, nah. I mean, it took me a while and took me a few failed relationships to realize that this is the best way possible. This is what makes it works. Imagine you with someone and y'all always in that place where you have that respect and that connection and y'all can build together. You're constantly building together and looking how to create that family structure, to build family, to be the example for your children. There's so much that comes out of that is just beneficial. You can't miss it. It's just the right thing to do. So in order to be able to not be in society and be affected by all the dramas that's going on, we got to build strength. And strength is through numbers. Numbers is family. We got to restore our families. We got to find ways to stop playing family and build family. We got to look at ourselves. How do we deal with ourselves? How do we treat ourselves? How do we respect ourselves? How do we respect each other? Are we honest with ourselves? Are we honest with others? How you going to say you love God you can't see, but you diss your brother right in front of you? Or you diss your sister right in front of you? Your wife, your husband, the king man, the queen. Come on, man. You disrespecting your king in front of other people. You disrespect your queen in front of other people. You disrespecting your children. You oppressing your children, causing them to want to disrespect you. But you think it's their fault. You gotta check yourself, family. It's time to look in the mirror, man. Seriously. Rand spoke on roles and responsibility. To understand and accept that this is a reality will help very much with navigating our relationships with each other. Well, responsibility, again, your first responsibility is to yourself, to be honest with yourself, to be respectful to yourself, to know yourself and not conform to the society, social media, kind of thing. Big pain, that is so unbelievable. Begs the question, right? Why do men and women oftentimes end up in mismatched relationships? I like how she put that. I understand that one clear, man. Big pain, live and learn, my brother. Good riddance of that selfish individual. Serious. A man can support women financially, but you see love and respect, that's what she needs. She would go silent, reserve all to herself most of the time. It goes unnoticed with a smile. Daffodil, daffodil, daffodil. This sounds like a testimony, daffodil. I would admit to this program, I lost some wannabe companionships because I do not celebrate man-made created holidays. Well, you didn't lose any, man. They cleared the way for somebody else to take the place, man. Communication is key, but I find most people listen to respond and not to overstand and give no compromise. See that word right there? Compromise. Compromise, man. You gotta be able to listen, and take it. You may not like it, but sit down and listen to it. What they're telling you about you might be true. Although you don't want to accept that is possibly true. It might really be the truth. Your whole reality that you don't see. Living an illusion. High standards for self first needs to be key. Facts. And he said, my son is 6 and the girl is 14 this month. Listen, my brother. I feel your pain, man. Like I feel your pain. Like I so feel that. And I won't even speak on it too deep, but So our Christianity thing when it comes to religion and relationships, the Bible says don't be unequally yoked. And the truth is, it mean it more than just one way, because you could not have the same religion in terms of what you all fellowship with and still strive if your goal is and the objectives are the bigger picture. But if you put in, religion before your family, if you put religion, if your God is okay with you putting religion before your family, oh no, man. Oh no. That situation is a rough one, my brother. It's a rough one, man. And you know what though? We here for support. If you need support, you need someone to talk to or reason with. Like I said, numbers on the screen. You can send me a WhatsApp, and I'm sure we have plenty of sisters in the family. Shout out to FADE, by the way, the whole FADE community, Barbados National Congress, the People's National Congress. There are plenty of people in there that can assist you. There's even a brother who's a psychologist, and I hate to even use the word psychologist because for me, he's just a brother down to earth, real cool. And again, if you need someone to talk to, give me a shout. I will be able to navigate you to the right avenue. And that's we are offering that to you, my brother, because I feel your pain and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So you're not alone. You're not alone. Noel said my divorce was similar. I told my ex 9 years ago, I don't believe in religion. Bang, divorce happened. Oh man, it's religion, man. Not all women run from man to man. That's a fact, and that's good. I think they just want everyone walking around with mental issues to better control people with medication. It's a fact. Listen, family, I can't keep up with these comments. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say this right here. Jackie, I see you too. Yeah, I pray things work out for the better, my brother. Yeah, Jackie, I feel the brother pain. Like I said, Anthony. In fact, I don't recall right now. But where you from? Where you from, Anthony? Where you located? Where you at? Rejection is protection for redirection. I like it. I love it. Love it. When you love self, you don't accept certain things. You rather be single. I know. Listen, this is a testimony right here. He said, "It's strong because I have the Father in my heart." I good. I like that. I like that. Salute, my brother. Once children get in the middle, though, man, I know that's where the soft spot be. Maria said, "You will always be daddy." That's right. As a single person, I travel a lot. Barbados next, then Africa. You keep saying you single on this platform, on Noel. I think you campaigning, Look, we gotta create a dating site or something, man. I think, yeah, we heard you're single, man. You're a single man that traveled to Barbados a lot. Traveled a lot. Barbados next, in Africa. Listen, I guarantee you that single, you won't be for much longer, providing that you worked on your childhood traumas and you got them all sorted out. Don't go picking a wife who religion don't coincide with yours and tell you don't believe in religion. That may not work, man. It's a bird of a feather, man. The bird of a feather. Religion is another form of destruction. It's true. Relationships, especially by the pastor. Oh man. Like Jake's, right? We ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave it right there, family. Anyhow, look, we've been on here a while. I didn't plan to be on here. Well, it's one of those topics you got to spend time on, but definitely Friday, family. We got to have the male version of this conversation because, like I said, we got to rebuild the family. It's family we got to focus on. Focus. How do we rebuild the family? Like I said, I don't see no other community out there making noise with the government. And the one thing I notice that they strive and seem to have more of than we do is family. We got a lot of loose ends, family. It's time to bring it together. Time to centralize so we can mobilize and start to take over because this is what we need to be. We can't just be out here separately doing this and doing this and doing that and doing, nah. Time to bring it together, family. Time to bring it home. He said, respect for self saves one from so much mental pain and hurt. Facts, man. Facts, for sure. For sure. Noel said, I am free with benefits. I can't with you, Noel. I don't know where you from. Where you from, man? You is something else, man. Real thing. What's your age, Noel? What's your age like, Noel? Since you campaign and advertising, put it out there. What's your age, man? What do you do for a living, man? We have to have a special night. Maybe today's Wednesday. We got to do like Tuesday nights connection or Thursday nights connection or something. Daffodil, what do you think? Different program, man. Yeah, listen here is very important. True. Looking forward to hear more from the guys. Definitely Friday night we go deep into this thing. Definitely deep in this thing. My children love me. I love them. I grew up without a father, but I will always be there for my children. Full 100 family. Full 100. Full 100 family. Family Fridays. I like it. I like that. Family Fridays. We're going to have this conversation Friday, man. Noel says, I'm in the 60s. Mechanical engineer who loves traveling. Sounds like a plan, man. Sounds like a plan. We're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Family, give thanks for coming in. Give thanks for y'all staying in, staying tuned. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is how this works. This is the only way it's going to work. It's not going to work no other way. If we don't promote ourselves, ain't nobody going to be promoting us. We already know where we at. And so having said that, one of the things they want sisters to understand is the reason why you ask what do women have to offer men in 2024, because the most important thing, for man right now is respect. Society is looking to make him seem like he's nothing. Most cases, women got all the big jobs, all the big homes and big houses, big cars, whatever. The fact is, men just want that respect, man. That's that respect. And having that respect, a man would do so much knowing that he has that respect from his queen, knowing he has that respect from his wife, his significant other. Knowing that when he come home, there's that place of peace. And by the way, as far as the cooking and thing, look, man, I don't mind nobody cooking for me and all that kind of stuff. I love to cook as a man. I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to cook, and I love to enjoy cooking for the wife or wives, in whichever case. I got to set up with a smile because I can't wait to have that conversation that the sister said earlier about multiple wives. We're going to touch it on Friday. I know this is going to be crazy because although some men might engage in such a lifestyle, that's not something for everyone. And the reality is, we live in a time and an age now that we got to look at how society is changing and how we changing with it, what we hold as values, and how we building this family. We talk about building, restoring that Black love that we talk restoring. Because unless we restore the family, then what are we fighting for if we're not fighting for family? If we ain't fighting for family, what are we fighting for? I guarantee you fight for family, you're going to win. The Battle of Adwa. You're fighting because it's a fight, you're going to lose. Remember, I told you that. We fighting for family is when we going to be victorious. We only fighting because we fighting? Well, nah. We ain't really got a cause. We just opposing because we don't like it. Let's put family on the table, family, and give ourselves a real reason to fight and a real reason to be victorious. For the sake of the children and the children's children, man. Restore the family. Don't just fight the system that put things in place, but we ain't fighting the system at home that breaking us apart. We fight the system that put things in place, but we ain't fighting the things at home that breaking us apart. It's time to fix the home, family. Man and woman, know thyself. That's what's up, man. Give thanks, family. Give thanks. Give thanks. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for staying here. Thanks for giving the energy, sharing the energy. Give thanks. Blessed love to everybody as well. I give thanks to you too, family. Gemma. Gemma is too much, man. Never, ever, ever argue with anyone. You got no time for that at all, man. We have to correct ourselves first. I said exactly. Yeah, equal. Yeah. I think that's what it is. We have to correct ourselves first. We building this from home, man. Great program. Give thanks to you too, Maria. Give thanks to you too, family. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. Show it to the whole GT family. Show it to all my brethren and sisters across the Antilles, Dominica, St. Lucia, Antigua, Grenada, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Guyana, Suriname, no, apparently. All the islands, Jamaica, Haiti, the whole North America, Canada, England. You know it is the whole worldwide politically incorrect family, the whole fade family. We give thanks. My new family over there, and I gotta call them tonight too. They said they want to connect, man. I met a family that said they have about 200 acres of farmland in North America that their mother basically passed over to them. They're trying to find a way what to do with it. Family, imagine this. We got links. We're trying to connect, family. Make sure you call them on the screen, get involved, find a way to make this thing happen. We're making it happen, man. She said, oh, Gemma said regarding multiple wives. Gemma, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Israel is real. Noel, you might need a live blanket, man. That's all I can tell you. You might need a live blanket, man. They got you up there freezing. Them 60+ bones gonna need some warmth. Daffodil. Yeah, give thanks, family. Can't wait till Friday. Nah, we going. The only thing though, Friday gonna be a bit more rough because the truth is, that's why I did it this way. Because the truth is, Andrea, and I gotta be honest, man, and it might even get emotional, because even though I'm thinking about it, I gotta be honest, man. We men be fucking up. Part of my expression, man. Part of my expression. The children might be watching. I'm sorry about that one, man. But men gotta step up, man. That's it. We gotta step up because there's an all-out war. There's an all-out war. You got women trying to be men. You got men don't want to be men. You got men who can't even be men. That's what kind of program we're living in. That's what kind of program. Women trying to be men. Men don't want to be men, and men can't even be men. That's what's up, man. So we don't get a pass. We got to step this thing up. Full stop. Ain't no if and a but. Ain't no if and a but. We got to unlearn so much and relearn so much, especially when it comes to relationships and the children. And we got to do it. This night deserves a song. Come on, Jackie. What kind of thing? Jackie, where you dip on, Jackie? Where you dip on, Jackie? Jackie, where you dip on, Jackie? Come on, Jackie. You supposed to know already the Rastaman got the right tune for the rhythm, huh? You should know that, Jackie. Where you mean, Jackie? Where you dip on, Jackie? Where you dip on, Jackie? Wait. Let me go here first. Let me get here first. Let me get back, Jackie. Hold on, Jackie. I got the tune for you. Jackie. Give me a minute, man. I know Jackie touch yourself. Before I play this tune, though, Jackie, you supposed to know already that. I'm not even telling you, Jackie. Jackie, you want to guess the song? I got a shirt for ISIS, though. I got to see if I can see ISIS tomorrow and drop off a shirt. For sure. Shout out to Black Lion Security. And a good night to you too. And thanks for tuning in. For sure. Noel said, Barbadians, please stay away from North America. It's not the same. Africa is better. You have big respect for that one there, my brother. Big. In fact, having said that, I can drop this tune right here. So, man, for sure. You should know already, fam. Big tune. Big tune. Jackie. Know how we do.
Black woman and a child. Oh, yeah. For you,
I have so much love.
Don't let bills and the coins will fade away.
Money will fade away.
Could never make I proud.
But my love will never change, man. Cheese on bread. Sizzler. Shout out to Sizzler who mashed up Barbados this weekend. Kimberly. Get your family.
Black woman and a child. Oh, yeah. For you, I really have so much love. Don't let bills and the coins will fade away. Could never make I proud. Yeah. Black woman and a child. Oh, yeah. For you, I got so much love. Don't let bills and the coins will fade away. Motherland Africa still remains so far.
Yes.
Empresses and emperors living from Indostar.
Africa is home, family.
You're the first to give birth unto mankind.
Both East and West Africa.
You're the earth. We know me God's not
Texas is ours too.
you, yeah. They got to say and I give thy praise. That's where my covenant will be on.
One love, family.
I woke up been going through those days. I've been away for many a days. Yeah, yeah.
Throw some hearts up, throw some hearts up, throw some hearts up.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Black love, daffodil.
I got so-
To the hearts up, to the hearts up.
Dollar bills and the coins will fade away.
That's right, that's right.
Black woman.
Black woman and child.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Us men have so much love, man.
What's-
Ain't letting y'all go.
whoa.
Tall, man.
Dollar bills and coins will fade away. Could never make a brown. Oh, we try to put your road just to make things great.
Make it great, family.
When your children I see them in front of face.
Make it great,
Keep
family.
them as I live increase their faith. Marcus Garvey done save the future for this.
It is ours, family.
Naturally, nature is the way to your needs.
Yes,
You were born as the one to conceive.
yes,
My joy put away your grief.
yes.
You and your child go as smooth as the breeze.
Black woman and child. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For you, I got so much love. Love. Don't love bills and Black woman and child. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. For you, I got so much
So
love.
much love, so much love.
Don't love bills and
Dollar bills and coins. Listen, man, this is our program. We really can't play one sister, you know. I mean, really and truly, I didn't plan to do all this, right? But I can't not. You can't come here and just play one scissor, you know. Can't play one scissor. So Daffodil, got another scissor for you, man. Which one we gonna do? Which one we gonna do, man? Which one we gonna do, Daffodil? Which one we gonna do, Daffodil? You guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? I gotta play if I gotta play a song, you know, it will be my favorite. If I got to pick a song, it will be my favorite for sure, man.
And there is no time and no place for your reason.
No time and no place.
What's your thoughts? They manifest activity.
Your thoughts have been manifested. I
we-
have a question, man.
Thoughts, my love.
What have you been thinking about lately, man?
Them I wonder how we do this, them do with hate and hunger. Picture profit, but I smell like
Put the sunflowers, man.
weed and heart it a twist.
Or garden, man.
Propaganda, cause you can't stop this. Now them I ponder how they get to you, just let them go with hate and hunger.
Fade, man.
The profits, but as we love,
Poor failed family, man.
weed and heart it on it. When
Up the beekeeper.
Once I sound no can't stop this.
Right, I see you.
No about me nation, so me no business. I hold this up with every nation. This you have to do now.
Come on, about the danger.
And now we are run the crew.
We come in every thousand.
None two, they stand against you.
Listen, they go against you.
Me, them
Go against me.
to them heart no clean.
Black love is real, family.
Remind them so much of who they are.
They
So
go against you, they go against me.
loyalty, them lost them.
Royalty family, they let it go.
Now them are
No
wonder.
wonder.
Oh, we do this, them go with hate and hunger.
Them wonder family.
The profits, but
We gonna build back the family.
hunger hidden.
Build back family better.
No spread no propaganda.
Start having dinner together.
Stop this.
Start shopping together.
Every man for
Supporting each other. Collect the wealth.
the fact
Go up here a little more. Don't worry about it.
we're the crown.
You reap what you sow, family.
Get off your bumps and
You
cry.
reap what you sow, family.
Oh,
Sow good seeds, man.
you are fine,
For prosperity.
man.
For wealth with one another, family.
We are immune to criticism. We know not God, we face the talent and harness the power of love. No
Harness the power of love.
us to be like the road. That's where it can be saturated with all the mud.
Yes.
Now them I wonder how we do this thing so hate and
Shout
how
out to Fade, man.
picture
Barbados National Congress.
longer.
Get used to that name, family. People's National Congress.
Propaganda can you can't stop.
Yes, they can't stop it. But look, hold on. While I say they can't stop it, I got to be also honest because the truth is, while we doing this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and every we go and every day in between, family, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you ain't subscribed already, subscribe. If you subscribe again, just to make sure they may take you off, man, because If the people don't hear,
Yeah, man, we say holy man,
If
we
they
like
don't
Selassie.
hear.
Yeah. Slow. Yeah, man, peace with them. Yeah, man, righteousness of salvation
If
for
they
black
don't
African
hear.
nation. Yes, black man and black man is strong. Try them now.
They gonna feel, man.
Now is the time to go. Find your love, Africa's creation. Now is the time to go. We won't be slaved by no other nation. The people will suffer if they doesn't tell. System their design is only to murder them. We need to help up each other, yeah. Oh, do it already so we can do it again. They will suffer if they doesn't tell. System their design and murder them. Oh, we need to help up each other.
Daffodil, man, daffodil. Look at the whole garden, man. The whole garden.
Now is the time to go. We won't be slaved by no other nation.
Won't be slaved by no other nation. Lamb came already, family.
Design is only.
Sacrifice came already.
We need to help up each other.
No past Easter, family. Sacrifice going already.
Do it already.
First day when he return as a roaring lion. Haile Selassie the first.
System that design a murder.
Haile Selassie the first.
To help up each other, yeah.
By the time we living in, family, conquering times, man. No more lamb.
Everyone is searching to find a way out. Enclosing the dungeon of darkness, so where we only have
Tell a friend, family.
no one has any time for love.
Need a respect for the words.
Busy getting caught.
Yes.
Doing our song.
Yes.
Trying to please the evil lost world.
Fire.
Try to be free, no longer wants to be. Whereas furniture we have been sold, we all shall live.
Link up on Friday, family.
Africa, we all coming up.
Africa is home, family.
Them have us suffer if them not go.
Rebuilding the family. That's the focus.
Time is only for
Here to fight no system.
yes, we need to.
Motley crew and whoever other crew do what they want to do.
Oh,
They call it as we see it, man.
so we
Family first.
shall get there, shall suffer if they doesn't.
Probably family, you got problems.
I got some.
You ain't paying no more taxes neither.
We need to help up each other, yeah.
Do the free and tax free. We deal with
Rasta do it already, that mean we do it again. Every morning,
be free.
see themselves doing the same thing.
Be free.
Until the dawning, they slave for our wealth. We can't do a thing.
Keep your Labor Day, family. We
Neglect the farm,
don't want your Labor Day.
the true and righteous way.
And the laborers bout here. Kings and queens,
Let
man.
them get caught in
Kings and queens,
your
man.
life because beer killing. And that the teacher said, then run come put you away. Well, this your time it is. Alright, yo, no matter where you say.
No matter.
Babylon just stand for your truth because they shall
Suffer if they do not hear. Listen, man. We could keep on the Labor Day. We don't want the Labor Day in the laborers bout here. Plantation. Well, I know the plantation done or not. I know that we not on it, you know.
bless it. Solely I'm done. For the welfare and the prosperity of our people.
Prosperity the people.
Listen, black people.
Rastafari.
Don't go on pretending to be someone you cannot. Live according, and you know as to what. Love and unity is the only thing we've got. Yeah. Just prepare us to meet all year and slot.
Mental tears, family.
Ethiopia, the purest land thereof.
Ethiopia, purest land.
Children, Babylon will be burning with flames from the sun. On the mighty Kappan, Nabadaran, me Selassie, and their God.
Rastafari. Chris Menin.
Them war and strife and blood defeat.
Teach, Sizzler.
No time to preach, give Selassie I the praise, or else you punish as the beast. Black people, tied up in the heads, Babylon, your mental chains raise. yeah, for Ethiopia's progress, ourselves we educate. Well, a lightning, a earthquake, Babylon, your man.